In 1904, Henry Royce and Charles Rolls founded the automobile company Rolls-Royce. Rolls-Royce is widely known for its ultra-luxurious cars made for its ultra-luxurious customers. They produce handcrafted automobiles that promise seamlessly smooth ride. The Spirit of Ecstasy sculpture on the Rolls-Royce car symbolizes the prestige, class that separates its customers from the other car owners. But what if I tell you a king from India brought Rolls-Royce on its knees? One of the things that India is famous for are their kings and queens. During that time, there were kings and queens almost in every province of India. And if you don't know about that, then I guess you are one of those kids who hated history subject the most in your classroom. Moving on with the story, I would like to inform you beforehand to watch this video carefully, because at the end of this video, you will learn some valuable lessons. This is a true story, and it took place around 1924, when King of Alwar, Singh, who was living a royal life in India, decided to go to London to spend some lonely time where no one would knew him, and he will have complete freedom to walk around like a normal average person. During his stay in London, he came across a Rolls-Royce retail showroom, and because he had love for luxurious cars, he decided to step into that showroom. Before I move on, let me give you perspective about the time when this incident took place. Around 1920, India still was a colony of a British Empire and fall under British rule. When King Singh walked into that showroom, he was dressed in a regular normal attire and not in his king outfit. Therefore, when salesman saw the King Singh glancing at the cars next to him, he got furious and lashed out at King, thinking he was some random person who just got inside the showroom. King Singh was shocked by the treatment that he received from this British salesman. He was enraged with this incident and left the showroom at that very moment. You see, King Singh did not argue back, rather swallow up his anger, left the showroom, went back to his temporary home in London. King Singh decided to take revenge that Rolls-Royce will never forget as long as it exists. So what King does next? He decides to send a message to the showroom that Indian King Singh is visiting the showroom to buy the cars. Upon receiving this message from the king, the showroom staff prepared for the grand welcome for the king. Rolling up the red carpet, properly dressed staff waiting eagerly to welcome the king to their showroom. King arrives at the showroom, places an order of 7 Rolls-Royce cars and demand to transport all of these cars to India, along with the salesman who disrespected the king. Upon arrival of 7 Rolls-Royce cars in India, along with the salesman, King Singh announced that these 7 cars will be donated to the local municipal office of their city in order to transport the garbage. Hearing this announcement, salesman was shocked. In coming days, this car became a new source for the city garbage transportation. Imagine, luxurious Rolls-Royce cars filled up with the garbage every day and transported to the dump yard. Even Britishers at that point of time living in India were shocked to see a British brand Rolls-Royce were used to transport trash in India. This news spread like a wildfire all over UK and Europe. People who owned Rolls-Royce in UK and Europe felt ashamed, and other people started making fun of Rolls-Royce. This incident impacted the brand value of Rolls-Royce, and it was visible to the level where upper management of the company had to intervene and understand the ongoing situation. After figuring out what was happening that led to a decline in the brand value, Rolls-Royce wrote an apology letter to the King Singh along with 6 new Rolls-Royce cars offered to him for free, to which King accepted the apology and ordered the municipal office to stop using those 7 Rolls-Royce cars for garbage transportation. Here are the 2 key learnings that one should take out of this story. Number 1. Never judge a book by its cover. One should not form an opinion on someone or something based purely on what is seen on the surface, because after taking a deeper look, the person or thing may be different than what was perceived. This is exactly what happened with the salesman. He judged King Singh without knowing his intention and solely upon how he looked. Number 2. Power of money. Even though Singh was a king, he dressed as a normal average person during his tour around London. He didn't want people there to know about him until this incident where he was forced to do so. He used the power of money to bring Rolls-Royce on its knees, as he was adamant to do so. This shows what money can do. If you like this video, consider subscribing to this channel. Here you will learn about business case studies, personal finance, investing. So please consider subscribing to this channel and share this video with your friends and family. Until then, I will see you right here next week.